what's up YouTube? ODST Journal back again. I'm still sick, still trying to get my voice back. So sorry if I sound a little bit unusual, guys, or if I'm kind of quiet. It's just that I can't talk very loud. In fact, I'll put my mic a little bit closer to my mouth, just so it picks up a bit more audio. Right now we're back to Fishing Planet, obviously. If you guys have been playing in the past day or so, you guys can tell that I'm using a different bobber than usual, and you should recognize this bobber. It's the glow-in-the-dark bobber used for gars. So there's monster gar that have been added to the game into Missouri, Florida, and North Carolina, I believe is what it was. I don't have those Florida or North Carolina unlocked, so we're going with Missouri here to try and catch these things. They take a little bit longer to catch than some catfish and stuff I've noticed, and they're a really big fight, but they're really awesome when you catch them. Just prior to recording, I just caught a 20-pound gar, so I mean, compare that to the biggest catfish I've caught on Missouri here, and that's only 7 pounds, so that's over twice as much weight. Get some water here, try and keep my throat clear. So, these things appear late at night. As you guys can tell, we're fishing at 8:58. It's about to be 9. And that's when it starts to get dark. And usually that's when all the good fishing goes away. I've noticed now, too, that there is catfish later at night with this new bait. Dark bobbers and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Oh, I almost lost that one just as I was starting to reel in. He started nipping at it. Alright, let's see. It's kind of tricky to strike on. A couple times where it says they're taking the bait and it says I struck too early or you struck too late. This guy's coming in pretty quick. I think it might be a catfish, but I'm not so sure. I mean, as you guys can tell, he's just bearing away on this. He's actually dragging line out on me, which is something I'm not used to. Even the trophy cats, I usually don't have this. I've noticed that let's kind of yank up just a tiny bit. I can kind of force them in a little bit easier. Some of the bigger ones do put up a fight and they'll drag it out anyways, and you kind of have to wear them out some before you can do this. So this one's probably smaller. He's coming in pretty easy, actually. Also, I think it's a catfish. Oh, no, that's a gar. Yeah, it's 18 pounds, and that's like the average size for a gar. A little bit smaller, 17, and then, like I said, the biggest one I've caught so far is 20. So, I mean, look at this guy. He's a real bad-looking fish, So it gives you 21 points. Now, I can't keep these. I don't have a big enough fish keeper for that size of fish. He's just too heavy for this fish. So we're gonna have to keep fishing here. So unfortunately, this is really the biggest thing for this is going for experience. If you're lower level, you can still do this. It takes some work, but this is the starter rod. This is maybe the starter line. This might be a newer line. This line might be thicker, the higher test weight, but it's still not huge test weight. And then you just buy the bobbers and stuff. I imagine those are available to every rank. I'm not 100% certain, though. But it's great experience at lower levels. And, at higher levels you get special unlocks if you get the trophies associated with it. It does have 3 trophies associated with, called the Silver Bullet trophies. Looks like I might have another one on the line here. We'll see. Like I said, I have been getting catfish too, so I'm not sure if this will be a catfish or if it will be a gar. You can usually tell pretty quick, and when you start reeling them in, though, just because how much they actually fight. Alright, yeah, this is going to be probably catfish. Yeah, I'm betting catfish. That's channel catfish. So even the catfish and stuff you get isn't too bad. Just keep that in mind when you're buying your bait. You're gonna have to get enough bait for both catfish and gar. Because not everything you catch is gonna be a gar. It is nice though that can catch some catfish with this, because with the gar, how big they are, I can't keep them. I'm sure a lot of people who are fishing for these probably can't keep them. So the catfish is nice to get some revenue out of this, even if it's a little bit. If you're going for fishing for gar, chances are you're gonna be paying more for the trip than you'd be making off of it otherwise. But I mean, if you've got a long time, you can just sit here all day, fish for not bluegill but bass and catfish during the day, and then when it gets later, you start fishing for gar. But you know, that's up to everybody. You know, if you have extra money and you don't really care about making any, go straight to 7 p.m. at night and start fishing until 5 a.m. All right, come on, gars. Oh, we got something that looks like probably a catfish. I'm thinking. We'll see. Yeah, I was going, man, this bobber's really big. Yeah, it's a catfish. I got a feeling just because that wasn't really a whole lot of tension on the line when he was going for this. So yeah, if you guys remember before, at this point in night, you wouldn't catch anything once it gets dark like this. You could be out here for hours, you know, and you wouldn't catch anything at this time. And that's real world hours, you know, spending, 9 p.m., 5 a.m., or however many to catch anything. Some people said they could catch stuff after it got dark. Some people said they couldn't. I'm sure that there was some fish that appeared. I have a feeling connected to bait. It's like another catfish. See, when you get the gar, that lights up like a Christmas tree. Like, catfishing kind of flashes a little bit, they kind of nip at it. Like a lot of fish do. Most fish do, except for the gar. The gar just, I don't know if it's just because of how heavy they are, but when they start going after the bait, that thing lights up really well. He's back. This might be a gar here, actually. Hard to tell. Yeah, this is a gar. If you guys look, he's actually, all these catfish I pulled them in pretty easy. And there's a little bit of tension on the line, but, these guys are actually pulling the line out from me. I can't put too much tension on here because otherwise it starts putting tension on the rod and the line. Gar. Just going back in the water anyways, just get this over with. But this is actually a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun fishing for these gar because even after I started, once I started learning how to catch the catfish and where to catch them, they were really easy to catch even right when I got started catching them. These gar are a challenge. I mean, I haven't really lost a whole lot of them. The only time I really lose them is if I correctly time the strike, but they're a fight to get in here. I mean, this, like I said, this technique here, what I'm doing right now, seems to be working pretty well. But even then, I still gotta be on my A game because I have a feeling if I slack at all, I'm gonna lose this gar. Alright, there we go. An 18 pounder. Bad. Like I said, that's the average. Still ugly as the last one. Probably the same exact fish as the last one. We already got attention from something. I think this is going to be a catfish. We'll see, though. That when that gar started nibbling, I thought it was a catfish, too. Oh, that was quick. Yeah, this has to be a cat. Probably a bigger cat. It feels like he's getting somewhat of a fight, but catfish nonetheless. Oh, almost 4 pounds. Bad. I mean, if you guys look, they are literally the same points as a gar for a channel catfish. So, I mean, if this is solely something you're looking to do for experience or money, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know what these go for money-wise, just because, like I said, I can't keep them. They're too big for me. If you're on the higher end and you can keep them, they might be worth really good money. I'll let this out a little bit further, just because I have some luck around 56, 57. Sure enough, there's already something biting. Once I reel this in again here, I want to show you guys my settings. You guys can see the time of day, you can see where I'm at. It's the same location, like I said, you do catfishing. I was told anywhere on this river really works for the gar. Like I said, it's nice to have the catfish, though, just because it doesn't make this trip a waste, monetarily speaking. I mean, as far as fun, like I said, I'm having a lot of fun catching these gar. Those. Alright, so it's another cat we got here, it looks like. Probably a little bit smaller. Not putting out much of a fight unless he's swimming towards me. Oh, it's actually a pretty sizable trophy catfish. Cool. Not my biggest, but that's okay. So let's go here. So I've got the green and yellow glow bobber. There is another one available in the shop, and I didn't purchase that. So I have two of these yellow ones. I didn't have them level, I think. I'm using number 1/0 hook. Uh, dead mice bait. Now, I can also use pig's eye, gar and catfish. You can see this one's gar and catfish as well. And then there's also, like I said, minnow, but they're rotten minnows. Using the .005 mono line, the starter telescopic rod, and I reel it. Can't remember which one this is. Actually, I'll be honest. It's an upgrade. It's not the original, but it's not like really high either. So apparently there's different kinds of gars depending on where you go. The ones in Missouri are black vampire gars. As you guys can see in the chat, they're talking about ogre gars. And I've only fished for the vampire gars so far, so I'm not familiar with any of the others. I'm assuming they're at the different rivers or lakes. Dude, I almost lost my voice there. threw off the whole tune too. So I mean, there's a lot of waiting here. You're not gonna catch a gar on every cast like you can with catfish, but you can catch quite a few here if you're doing it with the right bait and stuff. Um, I would suggest doing it with the minnows if you guys can afford them. They are a gold item though, so if it's not necessarily worth it for some people. Um, the dead mice seem to attract a lot of catfish too, so I mean it's kind of hit and miss with the mice. I mean it's an effective bait, but it's maybe not the most effective if solely for gar. I mean it's only 10:46 p.m. We've still got up till 5 a.m. to catch these gar here. We were not going to record that whole time. We're already at 16 minutes. We'll record for probably another um, several minutes. I don't know how long we'll see. I guess it just depends on what I get in line. Probably have to recast. I need to line it up with that boat. If I'm not catching gar, at least I can catfish that way over there. Yeah, let's go ahead and reel in and cast. One guy's like, yeah, 75 meters out. I'm like, I can barely cast 50. Full strength with this thing. Oh, now you guys are gonna be a big pain about it, huh? Oh, they heard me. This might be a gar too. He's going on there full force. I think it's probably a gar. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about with the seeing them. They eat that bait pretty quick. So if you don't strike fast enough, they will eat your bait. I am pretty certain that was a gar though. I had one. I really wish I could have caught him and see what he was. As soon as I cast out, as soon as my bobber hit the water, my line tension was like, what, 4 of these? Yeah, it was like 4 bars as soon as I cast in. Give this guy a bit of advice. Correct myself there. I don't want to tell him to aim for the lilies. Oh, oh, I screwed that up. I just saw that go off, so I thought he was already pulling it right away, because Bobber wants. It's probably because I moved. I got caught off guard by that. So, I mean, this does take some concentration, as you guys see now that I'm concentrating on both doing the video, chat, and stuff like that. I'm having a little bit more difficult of a time. But as you guys saw, as long as you get it on the strike and you get that strike, well. Um, it's a fight to get, but you can see. You just gotta be smart about it. You know, obviously, if your line or your starts building, let it go. It's gonna wear itself out after a while, anyways. So you know, just if you need to let it get back out to like 70 feet or something. But looks like we got a cat. I'll take something at this point. It feels like they changed kind of how you catch fish, because I haven't really played a whole lot recently. I think I played a little bit after Michigan, but I didn't even play Colorado. Start catching some rainbow. Oh, my fish stringer is full now. I would love to see how much per you'd get, like roughly per pound for a gar. I forgot to talk about my leader. My leader is also a lot less high, I guess I should say, than I normally use for catfish. Normally I'd use like a leader of 9 for cats. I mean, only using a leader to try and catch these. My initial cast, my very first cast, right when I got on it, I caught a gar that was 17 pounds on a leader of 90. I wasn't catching any after that. And I mean, as you guys can see, it takes a few tries anyways, but it was suggested to me to use the less deep leader. Like a gar. Cats, I don't know if it was kind of dark first. He's coming. Yeah, this is a gar. Looked like he was gonna start coming in pretty easy, but started actually fighting. So on the bigger ones, I've had him actually pull it out to like 70 and have had to reel him in from that point. He's actually increasing this on me too, so he might be decent size. He's getting up to 60 here. He's gonna wear out though after a little bit. I just gotta be smart about, like I said, and not let my line snap. Like I said, I find just little tiny yanks, it increases your line tension for a second. It's kind of relaxing it. Tends to pull him in. This one's a fighter though. And they're all fighters, but this one's actually really fighting me. Anyway, any leeway I'm giving him, he's just pulling it out as far as he can. He's starting to get worn out now. Hate that noise though. Almost there, we got another 10 to go. Have him. He's starting to get his energy back. It looks like he's trying to pull it out to 20 feet. Go. Just a little bit further. Oh wow, he was only an 18 pounder. He was a fighter though. Did not want to go quietly. All right, guys, it's 25 minutes. We caught a gar for the release of this guy. I am gonna show you really quick before. Leader 25. So it's actually, I lied. I told you guys it was 30. 30 does work. Going with 25. And right there, that's kind of the picture of the Gar. Get this silver bullet one. I guess you don't see the silver bullet one, but not a huge reward. When I catch 4 more Gars, I'll get silver bullet 3. Uh, that's a really good one. I guess you get some unlocks for outfits and stuff. I don't really know what the outfits do. They are going to do something or they do something. But yeah, big bad guy here. You know, he's got some scarring and stuff going on. He's a real nasty fish, but he's a lot of fun. Alright guys, you take it easy. Thanks for stopping by, and make sure to like, subscribe, share the video, and keep coming back for more Planet.